Ho, and I've just trodden in some dog poo. How hard can it be?
Well, I should imagine very hard.
Well, we're going to find out. This is the team. There's Handy Hammond, Jamesy Dimmock, May, and then we've got some Poles who'll actually do all the work. Anyway, let's get cracking.
Right, now, since I'm the only country bumpkin on the team, I'm in charge. And since I'm also the only one who went to art college, I've drawn the plans. So, here's what we're going to do. There's a house, there's a garage, so it's over there. Now, Sir Steve Redgrave is a very busy man. So when he comes home, he likes to relax. So I've got a sort of family chill-out barbecue area here with some decking overlooking a bed full of flowers. And then there's here a river of gravel cascading down through the garden to this, which is one of those seats that goes round a tree.
Where's the water feature?
Well, there isn't one.
Why not?
Well,
all that matters in a garden is a water feature.
No.
You need a hoe. There's only one tool you need for gardening. And I've got it.
It's a hammer.
it'll be a hammer. It's not a hammer!
This
Is that a hoe?
is all you... No, it isn't. No, if you want to remove a plant, say, OK, there are no thistles at this time of year, but imagine they're thistles. How do you get them up?
Well, you take one of these, which is a trowel,
Yeah.
and then you approach it like that, and you dig round it, lift it, and there it is.
That took you...
About 30 seconds.
dirty fingernails, cricked back...
It's gardening, that's what you do.
OK, now let me show you how I would remove it, OK? See these three here? Ready?
Well, granted, they're gone, but you
They're
can't...
gone.
You can't garden with a
They
shotgun.
have ceased to exist. Observe the genius of my gardening.
I'd rather he had a hammer.
You do realise we've already wasted an hour.
It was a place which seemed to be mostly full of sheds. And what kind of nerd would find those interesting?
Wow.
There's no point paying for daffodils. Just go and nick those from a roundabout. I've been sent to get plants, but I just don't know. Other than Gorgon's, what's it called? Gonorrhea.
Tree ferns,
Have you got any syphilis?
Hammond, meanwhile, was preparing to dig the foundations for his rivers of gravel.
Hammond!
What?
You've got to wear that.
What?
You've got to wear that.
Why?
Because health and safety say it'll keep you healthy and safe.
Safe from what? Right.
I'm building the shed.
You're not
This is
building
part
the
of
shed,
building
you're
the shed.
naming your
You-
tools. Is this your tape measure?
Might be.
Good news! In the time it's taken Jamesy Dimmock to organise his tools and Handy Hammond to dig a 6-inch hole, the Poles have already got the glass in the greenhouse. And this is my water feature. What I've done is brought along this. This is the Ferrari Enzo of pumps. Comes from the world of quarrying, and this will shift 15,000 gallons a minute. Now, unfortunately, you need a generator to run it, but that's arriving now on the back of the articulated lorry over there. Now, the great thing about this pump is that it gives me flexibility. You can either have, I don't know, a little tinkling, gentle dribble of water, or you can crank it up a bit and have the...
Yeah, I made that worse.
That's not gone well, has it?
No, it's fine. This is so I can get in to cut. How the hell did that happen with my hi-fi on?
Well, what you've just done is prove that all the health and safety executives' advice is pointless, meddling twaddle. This is...
If I'm honest, it didn't help. At no point did the vest say.
That's kind of... Yeah. Well, come on, just push it up.
You won't be able to push
You
it
will.
up. You won't.
You
It weighs-
will.
What? Whoever made a lightweight digger? If they were light,
James, get down and push.
if they were light, they'd fall over.
It's heavier than I thought.
Turns out to be
Yes,
quite
exactly.
heavy.
It is much heavier than I thought.
We're going to need a bigger digger.
Hammond went and got a bigger digger, which proceeded to turn this little piece of Marlow into the Somme.
I mean, it will grow back. As a gardener, I can tell you that. It's grass. It grows back.
Look at that.
Hammond, you're ruining the lawn. The lawn is being ruined. Where does it say on your plans, big digger marks?
I've got to turn the digger around to pull the other digger up.
Over the next half hour, all he managed to do was lacerate the lawn even more.
He doesn't strike me as a lawn type of bloke, Sir Steve Redgrave.
What, you think he prefers tractor marks and
I
mud?
don't think he'll be that fussed. Where on my plans does it say concrete?
Concrete's better than grass. Sir Steve Redgrave is a busy man. He hasn't got time to mow his lawn every 20 minutes. With this, you just have to hoover it in the autumn.
But it looks shit.
It doesn't. Grass looks shit because it fills up with watercress. And lawns give me hay fever.
But you don't live here.
Well, maybe they give Sir Steve Redgrave hay fever.
Oh, for God's sake. Does Sir Steve Redgrave get hay fever?
No.
Do you get hay fever?
No.
Does any member of Sir Steve Redgrave's family get hay fever? No. Do you think Sir Steve Redgrave is going to be particularly upset that we haven't been able to concrete the bit of lawn that we've driven over with a massive digger? Which is worse? We decided to worry about the digger issue later, because on the other side of the garden, the ever-efficient poles had finished my tree seat. It goes round a tree, and then you can sit any side and just admire the view.
And this is exactly how you designed it, is it?
Yep, it is.
So how are you going to get it round the tree?
Yeah.
Well, you could plant a tree in the middle and then it would grow in place.
Yes.
Yes, you could, if Sir Steve Redgrave wasn't coming home for 200 years.
You could lower it from the top.
Yeah, but what about... Look at all the branches.
No, I can deal with those.
He's tall, but that is ambitious. You can't prune a tree with a shock.
Yes, you can. This is going well.
It's not working.
It is working.
It's not.
Oh, yes, we're going to have a massive bonfire with your prunings.
No, up! No, you've got to lift it. No! Hammond, you idiot, man! Honestly!
In just 5 hours, we dug a trench, crashed a digger, knocked over a shed, concreted half the lawn, ruined the other half with caterpillar tracks, broken a seat, shot some flowers, and wounded one of the poles. But the greenhouse was looking good. Now, the traditional method for removing an unwanted rockery is a shovel. Excuse me, guys, can we just hold the music? Just for a second, can we hold the music? Thanks. As I was saying, fire the pole! That usually clears them. James didn't take the news well.
Look what you've done to my bloody shed, man! What time is this programme on? Is it 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Is it 10 o'clock on BBC Two?
Yes.
Are we beyond the watershed?
Yes.
You're a fuck...
Guys,
What have you done?
I thought it was more set, and I went through it, and I'm stuck in your concrete.
Oh, for God's sake!
What?
You've left footmarks.
Well, it was hardly perfect to start with, was it? You've already ruined the lawn with your concrete, and now I've walked on it. I'm sorry.
It was supposed to look like lawn. How can it look like lawn with...
It's not green. How can it look like lawn?
Please, stop the music. Can we stop? Please. Stop it.
Soon we had Hammond free, and as James rebuilt his shed, again, I began work on me rugby posts.
Does Sir Steve Redgrave play rugby?
No.
Do you play rugby?
No.
Does any member of Sir Steve Redgrave's family play rugby?
No.
Heave! Again, James was very angry with me.
I think you've got something to say to me, haven't you?
I'm surprised how heavy rugby posts are.
James's shed was mended again. The digger was camouflaged, and best of all, my water feature was finished.
That's hot, actually.
Hang on.
No,
You utter pillock. No, let me do
I'm
it.
going to do it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You've frozen my ghoulies!
Why don't we tell him his wife did this and then we've been called in?
Yeah, to put it right.
To put it right.
We're just about to start.
It's coming.
Okay.
How do you think he'll react?
I don't know, seriously.
He's here. You go, James, go and offer him a drink.
James, go and offer him a drink.
What does he look like?
Where's the drink? Have you got the drink ready?
I've got the drink, yes.
don't hide behind
Well,
me.
I can hide behind anything.
The Poles could sense the mood. We, however, would not run. We would stand together and face the problem of Steve's wrath, united as one.
Actually, it's Hammond's fault. Hammond put the digger on its side. Hammond chewed the lawn up. Hammond set fire to your shed.
I think it's yours and Hammond's fault, frankly. I
think
think
he's
he's
going
got a
to-
perfectly good shed. If he'd come out and I'd simply built a shed, he'd have been pleased. How could he not be?
Do you think he's going to come out of the house again?
And kill us, yes.
Sir Steve really was incandescent, so Jeremy volunteered to be Henry Kissinger. And despite this, Sir Steve's mood did brighten.
It doesn't look good. But imagine, OK? Summer's out here, the sun's streaming over the fallen over digger.
Sorry about that.
Yes, there was an accident there. Of water, it'll now be, you know, it's turbo. You'll think of rowing. I think it now speaks of the man.
I've been trying for the last 8 years to not think about rowing.
Ready? Sir Steve. There we go. Oh, God. I'm sorry about what it's done to the greenhouse.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So there you are. Sir Steve Redgrave, Lady Anne, children, this is your new garden.